Hello, it's been having back in reaction. This time it's come from Castle on Patreon. What is new there? He is my little Kylie whisperer. He is taking me on the Kylie journey. If you want to see any of the Kylie videos I've done, they're on Patreon uncut. Like all my other videos, all the cut versions are on the channel. You go do what you need to do. I'm so keen for this one, Impossible Princess. I have been dying to get to this album. Came out in 1997, so it's literally turned 26 years old this year. It's also one of her most experimental, everyone says. It's the first album where she's either co-written or written the song, so a lot more creative control here. The album cover looks very different. She's got the short hair, so this is a very, very different from the image of Kylie that we're used to seeing. No idea what to expect. I don't know if I know any of the singles, like in terms of they were big at the time, so it's going to be very interesting to see where this ranks with me. I don't want to hype it up too much, but I am very keen just to see an experimental side of it. As always, let me know your thoughts down below. The songs, your favourites, what was happening at the time, all that jazz. Go along with me. It's my favourite thing to do, react and then read your guys' comments of, yeah, what was happening at the time and how much you loved the album or how this album like resonated with you and all that jazz. Oh. Alright, let's kick it off. The opening song, Too Far. Let's go. I'm so keen.
Caught up in this house, trapped my very own self in the snare of my mind. No more space inside that. What a gift for a deep breath inside. With no exit sign, refuel
Whoa, she sounds so different. What the hell?
Leading to this den, it's bitter and I won't sweet as I can. Taste it, I agree, there is no one else for myself.
A little guitar in there. A bit of a horror sound with that little... This time I went too far. Yeah, this is pretty different.
My eyes are wide open, but I can only see that.
Sounds the most Australian on this as well. It's a nice song. It's very hard to get into, like to sing it, almost like out of time, but not. I mean, again, for the 90s, it's pretty, pretty epic just doing this. The piano is so haunting. Let's go. Too many, too much. It's so weird singing. Yeah, so written. Bizarre, but good. It's a really nice song. I love the sounds. I love like her vocals. Like I said, she sounds the most Australian, the most different. Love little moans. But too many, too much, or too much, too many. It's such a. It doesn't feel like natural to sing. So maybe that was the purpose of it. Like it just definitely feels quite stunted something in there that just doesn't flow. Like even though I heard it so many times, I kind of didn't know how it was coming or whatever. I don't know how to explain it. Very cool, very spooky, very weird, very like magical, mystical, spacey vibes, which I guess album cover kind of encapsulates that little, I don't know, unknown blackness in the background. I'm keen to see what else she's got. It's, I don't know, it's cool. Next song is Cowboy Style. Let's go. Oh, little country number. All that like mystical stuff still there. Sounds cool. Vocals, I'm like. Peace and terror. It does give me a movie soundtrack sound vibe. I guess the temple thing makes sense. It's very like. It's very quirky. fact that they're all over 4 minutes, I mean, they don't feel super long, to be fair. So weird. Would you say that's like a bit more Indian styled like music vibe, like just with all a bit of those twangs and things like that, but then it kind of feels like Irish dancing in the chorus and then some cowboy stuff. Very weird. I guess lyrically, I'm like, what am I getting from these first 2 songs? I'm not sure, other than Cowboy Style, and the first one was like too much, too soon, or whatever. I think I prefer the first one just all over, like sonically, production-wise, vibe-wise. I think I liked her voice more, whereas this one, there's a bit of a disconnect in terms of like the lyric delivery. It doesn't feel natural or flowing, and maybe that's down to like the syllables or things like that, or making like a perfect pop song. I know it's not pop, it's very alty, this album for her, so I guess not meant to be super flowing, maybe, I'm not sure. I definitely am going to enjoy the album overall. I just don't know if it's going to be like a standout, or if there's going to be many standout songs that I'm like gagging over. Like these ones I can appreciate and think they're sick, but yeah, I think I still would listen to it though. Like again, it's more of a background album for me so far. Next song is Some Kind of Bliss. Let's go. In these verses. Yeah, I love the production. There's not her voice. Almost like the vocals and the production just aren't meshing. Vocals are on top and they're kind of just doing their own thing. They're not really like, yeah, gelling with the production or feeling like it's mastered really closely together. Again, it's more, that was probably an easier song, more mainstreamable, I suppose, but I don't know, I guess there's just not much believability in the lyric. It's almost like she's just singing it, she's not feeling it. The production is doing some really cool stuff, but there's just no connect for me in terms of the vocals and the production, which, you know, if you compare it to some of her other stuff, I mean, I know it's probably come after this. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's perfected that. It's definitely an experimental little album, but I don't know, I have to see how I feel. Next song, Did It Again. Let's go.
Think you are, but you think too much.
Clever Girl, Think You Are. See, like the lyrics are just weird. It's not flowing. It almost sounds live as well. Capturing the 90s feel low. Like this makes me think of a 90s movie. You better put that business to bed. No, I like this one. Probably one of the best on the album. Most cohesive, I reckon.
You did it again.
Little laugh. A bit long though, come on. Yeah, like you could probably have that in a movie soundtrack somewhere, like they're, I don't know, driving in the car at night, flashing by, looking out the window, doing some weird stuff, or like making it way to a new town or something like that. Definitely has that vibe for me. Like I said, probably the most cohesive, easiest one to listen to, like most palatable. Some weird lyrics, but I guess you just have fun with it. Probably a bit too long as well. I'm not going to really expect too much anymore because I don't know how I'm going to connect with it, you know, just from what I've heard. Too Far and Did It Again are probably my favorite 2 though so far. Next song's Breathe. Let's go. Yeah, like that. Production, some cool stuff.
Just because I am bored, I'm needy.
Just because I'm bored. Yeah. production just too repetitive. Yeah, won't be long now. That felt longer than all the other songs. That was not great. Boring. Would not listen to that again. Weird album. I mean, I know it is. I know you guys said it is. I think a lot of people were like, I was more excited because I was expecting some, I don't know what, but people were like, it's not as palatable as maybe I was expecting it to be. And I guess I'm kind of seeing that now. Like, there's some cool elements and it's really cool to see her, you know, having a bit more creative control and things like that. But I guess album-wise, sonic-wise, everything-wise, I'm kind of like, I'm not really left here with any life-changing lyrics, life-changing sounds. It's, I guess, nothing that unusual. I suppose now, again, it's 26 years later, so I've heard a lot of music. Yeah, it's not the best. Number 60, I'm probably not amazing. Anyways, the best song on the album, it's called Say Hey. Let's go. She loves these, like, real theatrical starts though, which is cool.
Getting late, don't want to disturb you,
but I must, just to say hey, I must disturb you, come on. Yeah, all this feels so spacey and hypnotic-y. There's some really cool elements. Like you're in the mood to play. Just a hey. Yeah, way cooler, like just more interesting and quite straightforward. Like, I'm just gonna say hey. Yeah, this is sick. It's actually a bit Björky, I reckon. Just the delivery of the lyrics. Yeah, I like this. I'm missing you.
I wish you were with me.
Yeah, one of the best. I felt that more, it just was quite cool in its delivery, lyrically, just a bit funny, but also, you know, got that cute little moment. Love the production, that was sick. Definitely a nice point in the album to kind of bring us back to that. More similar to Too Fire, I reckon, just in terms of that little spacey world. Yeah, that was cool, I really like that one. And I guess it's crazy to think that this is kind of what, I guess, would have started all the cool kind of quirky stuff that she's done, because a lot of her songs now have some really cool moments. So it's good to see, I guess, like the origin story of some of the epic songs that she's done. Next song's Drunk. Let's go. Alright. Like Robotiki. See what I mean? The vocals and the production did not match. Fucking chaotic, bloody music. What the hell is going on? What a weird one. All that clatter in the chorus. That's not bad. Jesus. They do drag on a bit.
Let me pray for you.
Yeah. Interesting. Some weird stuff going on there. Lyrics, weird. Again, it's not flowing for me. Like, you just, I don't know, these songs would be quite hard to learn and memorize. I think, like, you know, some songs, they just are quite easy, whereas these are just quite erratic and so disjointed. Very cool, like, in the chorus, it just kind of was, like, overwhelming, which is cool, because I guess you're getting that drunk feeling. Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird one. Next song is I Don't Need Anyone. Let's go. Yeah, like, production's here, her voice is here. They're doing literally their own thing. I did not like this. Yeah, that was terrible. That did not suit her voice at all. Her voice is absolutely so much more pop driven. I'm so glad she found her sound because, you know, it's just where her voice, I don't know, and maybe it's just because it's almost like the sound and the voice are battling each other, but that just did not sound good at all to me. Like, I was like, what the hell? Could you believe that is Kylie, considering, you know, we just had Ba-Dum come out. So opposite, it's just crazy. I mean, again, it's showing the diversity, I get that, but I don't like this. So I'd rather not hear it. Next song is Jump, let's go.
Hungry, let me have it.
Have what?
Where is I ever have to jump?
This is pretty.
If I'm stupid, let me
Almost like, don't change me, just let me be who I want to be.
jump.
Little strings in there. But this is movie soundtrack vibe too. Yeah, pretty one. Yeah, I like the one I Run to the Future Jump, like seize in the moment, and then yeah, let me be who I am and just accept me for who I am. Lol, who I am, am I who I am? Yeah, cool, nice, I like that, just kind of bringing us back, especially after I Don't Need Anyone, didn't really vibe it, but this one, more in sync with me, and I think like her voice complemented the production really well, like that was the first song in a while where it just kind of sounds quite cohesive. Next song is Limbo, let's go. Oh, this sounds familiar. This song. Love the chorus. Yeah, I feel like that Limbo she's done in a concert somewhere. Yeah, I love the chorus. A lot of carry on, like. Move on, we got it. Let's end the song. Okay, yes. They're all very long for what they are. Like, I'm kind of just a bit over it now. We've got 2 songs left. It's 48 minutes, but it definitely feels a long, long time. It feels longer than some other albums. I mean, it didn't feel long, but I guess now because I really have no connection to any of it per se. So I'm like, alright, next song is Through the Years. Let's go. We're soldiering on through. Like, good on her for doing something random as well. Yeah, just long. I suppose like I'm just a bit drained in terms of just trying to get the music, so I suppose in that sense it's a long album, but you know, like if you were just to edit it down and just pick out your best ones and listen to them, you'd still be able to vibe them. Like that one's such a nice little central song, you could just have it there, tune in, fall in and stuff like that, but really focusing now, like it's the 11th song, like after everything we've gone through, it's like, oh my god, a bit of a hurdle to get to. But the last song, let's wrap the album up. Dreams, let's go.
To wake with the moon and sleep with the sun, to be center of things.
Pretty. Hey, these are the dreams of an impossible princess. Yes, I love that there's no song called that. I like this, like at the anthem of the album. Opening song as well. Wow. It definitely re-energized me as well. I'm like, kind of brings it all together, like the conceptualize. I just think it could have been way more cohesive. But we are dreaming. way to wrap up, like, keep believing in yourself and your dreams. I wish the intro had kind of just almost like just been flicking like, impossible princess, impossible. Like, just kind of had that to really tie it in. I mean, that would, I guess, make it a bit more conceptualized, but I just think it could have started with almost like a glimmer of this song, and then you had it at the end just to really amplify and discover it and realize that this is the journey we've been going on. Because, I mean, if you look at the songs, obviously there's all those desires and things like believing in yourself, so there is that cohesivity in it, but I guess it's just quite hard to access. And I suppose for me, it wasn't until the last song that I guess I grasped that, or I'm just making some links that maybe aren't there. Too Far, Cowboy Style were cool. Did It Again had some cool moments. Say Hey, absolutely one of the best. What else was cool? Jump was cool, I think, from memory. Dreams, like a lot of them I can't really remember. They don't stand out, I suppose, except those ones that I just named. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. What's your favorite song? What did you think of the album when it came out? Like, how well was this perceived? Obviously, she didn't go down this route completely, but there are some cool elements in her music that maybe are a bit more experimental. But I suppose in terms of an album, this is experimental. And I think it was just... if it was just edited a little bit, and I think if it was a bit more cohesive in terms of like the themes or maybe the production of vocals, I would have enjoyed it more, because it did feel like it dragged a bit. But then you get a song like that and you're like, oh my god, like I want more of this vibe. And I guess it's because I believed it. She sounded sick and it just meshed really well together. While some cool elements, overall not the best album, but to be fair, like considering it is very experimental for her, it's still a pretty cool album to, I guess, have this moment that she's done this. I still think it's sick. I think it's probably a bit of a dark horse, and I think it absolutely would grow on you the more you listen to it. But yeah, I'm glad we got it. I'm glad, like I said, like even that last song, like An Impossible Princess. I love albums that don't have title track names and they, slot it in, so it was really cool. I like that. Everything she just spoke about, they're just dreams of an impossible princess. So yeah, that was cool. I really like that ending. That definitely made me appreciate it more. What do you think? Uncuts on Patreon. Comment it down below. You know what to do. If you want to check out my other Kylie videos, they're on my channel. All that jazz that Rooney. Thank you, Carson, as always, for giving me some more Kylie Minogue. New albums coming soon. Are we keen for tension? I know I am. Hope you're gonna go. I'm gonna go.